Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's old Pappy back with another one. Thanks for tuning in. And today I'm going to be looking at this sort of heated debate that is going on out there among players. It's the question of beacons and whether or not you can actually win a game without chasing beacons the entire game. Now, obviously beacons are important, but I've often been accused, and I guess some other people have been accused of caring a bit too much about damage. I think for me, a lot of it comes from playing solo for so many years that I'm just out there trying to kill as many bots as I can, and I'm trying to cap beacons when I can as well. But one of the things that kind of drives me nuts is when people say that it's someone's fault if all they do is go for damage and don't get beacons. I'm seeing it more and more on the Facebook pages, and so I just finished this game a second ago. And it kind of was a funny game where it turned out, in that it kind of illustrates my point a little bit about how you can be a really valuable member of your team and not really go for beacons at all. And so what I'm going to show you here is how you can employ sort of a strategy of protecting an area, sort of playing like in zone basketball, kind of like covering off an area, protecting it, and putting pressure on the other team while trying to take out as many of them as you can and really, really contribute to the win. Now, just taking a step back here, I'm using a hanger that probably is not perfectly suited for this map. I got some short-range weapons on here, some members you can see on my white dragons. This is a hanger I like to play, though. It's mostly all just flying dragons, and I have a nightingale in there, and of course my Titan is a Ming, because I love flying dragons, right? I mean, some people like Lottie Rose, the iOS player who only plays ravens. She loves ravens. I really like flying bots. And so my job, and again, let's just take a step back here. So when you play clan gameplay, usually if you're in a really good clan, they practice tactics, and generally people are assigned jobs in the game. Now, somebody maybe is the tank, and maybe somebody is the fast mover, the beacon capper. Maybe you're in a phantom and you're told to go to middle first and capture that beacon because of your resistance. Well, a lot of times you also are given quadrants of the map to play. Like I'm thinking on Dead City, when I used to play in Vox, say, we would decide who was going to go left, who's going to go right, and who's going to try to take center. And we had strategies about what you do. But one thing you didn't do was just give up on your strategy and suddenly abandon your side, your sector, your quadrant, and just start running around and panicking. And so because I'm playing solo, I can't worry about what my teammates are doing. And so if I look up very quickly at the beacon bar, it does not look good for us, does it? We're down 3 beacons to 2. It looks like I'm getting my butt handed to me here. In fact, so badly that I need to bring out my Ming now. But I haven't panicked because I have decided that I am going to protect this zone. I'm going to protect this beacon, which is a very crucial beacon. Strategic beacon, because it's the one that the red team immediately would want to capture. It's the one that is closest to their home spawn, at least closer to their home spawn beacon. And it's the most natural one for them to want to capture. And so you also have to think about the psychology of your opponents when you play, right? By capping this beacon and sticking with it, I am putting a lot of psychological pressure on the team opposite us to want to cap it back. And so this is what you're seeing is all these guys are coming at me. Wave after wave of guys are being drawn to me and allowing my teammates, look at the beacon bar. Okay, we're still behind, but look at this now, because all these guys are now panicking, seeing me hold this beacon. I have just been under assault since this game started, so badly that I lost my first 2 bots right away, and that everybody, they see my Ming as a big juicy target. All of these Ojuns are being drawn to me. They want to take me down, and I'm able, by carefully playing the Ming properly, getting up in the air, shooting, and then popping back down and relying on my resistance, my extra resistance that I get when I'm on the ground, I am able to not only hold this beacon, but I'm able to pin guys in from their home. They keep spawning into their home beacon, and I am this barrier, this wall that they can't get past. It's kind of funny, right? It kind of reminds you a little bit of Gandalf in that scene with the Balrog where he's like, "You shall not pass." So I'm just like, I mean, these guys are like lemmings, right? They just keep coming at me. They cannot handle the fact that I am controlling this beacon. They want it back. And so now look at the beacon bar. I've only gotten, I don't even know if I capped that beacon. I might not even cap that beacon. So far, I haven't capped a single beacon, but we're up now 3 beacons to 2. We're ahead on the beacon bar. And I've been able to repel every single attack and attempt to get this beacon back. And so now that we're this far into the game, I'm able to start coming out of my zone, and my job now, again, I'm not running around trying to cap all these crazy beacons. I am out there trying to get damage, and I am trying to play strategically, and I'm trying to pin guys down. And look at that. I just got a rampage, and now finally I'm able to make a push on their home beacon. So now we're up 4 beacons to 1. And I'm going to turn around, I'm going to scout the battlefield, see where else I can help. I know someone's going to spawn in behind me. I get it. It's going to happen. But now I can go in and I can help support my teammates. Now, credit to my teammates. They ran around, they got some beacons, and they're doing their job, right? But if all of us were doing nothing but chasing beacons the entire game, and no one was actually playing strategically, no one was protecting what we've already gained, and most importantly, if no one was actually taking it to the enemy and really punishing them, then I don't think we'd be doing as well. So you look there now, look at that beacon bar. We're still up 3 beacons to 2. We're way ahead on the beacon bar, and I got all these guys hemmed in. And the other thing is, when you're in a Titan, everybody wants to take you down. It's like Sun Tzu, wrote in his Art of War a few thousand years ago, is that you have to defeat the enemy with your mind before you actually get out on the battlefield and defeat him physically. And so I knew going into the game that if I capped that beacon and held it, everybody on the other team would see me as a target, and they'd want to come in and take me down. And so here we are now. The other guys are, they're only down to 4 bots left. I'm able to use my Titan. It can plow through this guy's resistance. It has the anti-resistance benefit, I guess, from using these Titan weapons. And again, I'm just trying to take out any threats, and bingo bango, look at that. Game is over. Now let's see how we did. Let's see what the score was here. My eyes are 2.8 million damage, 8 kills, 1 beacon, and we won. Right? Now, was I not a good teammate? Did I not contribute to the win? Was I not valuable? Now, this isn't about me. I'm not bragging myself up. I'm not the world's best player at all. But what I am saying is this. If you're going to go on the Facebook pages, and you're going to slam guys when all you do is look at the post-game stats and say, well, that guy only got 1 beacon, that guy only got 2 beacons, and call somebody out. You got to think a little bit harder about what those guys at the top of the damage score are doing the entire game. They're suppressing the enemy. They're creating lines of defense, and they are enabling the beacon runners to do their jobs. Anyway, just a little something to think about. This is a short video. If you liked what you heard, let me know, and if not, tell me I'm a fool. I don't care. Drop me a line in the comments. All I want to do is hear from you. Please, though, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit the like button, share it with your friends. And until next time, I'll see you on the battlefield.